The Bunny Graveyard is the latest indie horror game that just released its first chapter yesterday, which I got to play through, and I definitely have some thoughts, so let's just jump right in. Warning, this game contains some scary imagery, loud sounds, and scenes with flashing lights. Yes, the bunny is adorable, but do not let that fool you into thinking this is a wholesome, cute kids game. Did we not learn anything from Doki Doki Literature Club? This may not be suited for all audiences and is not recommended for anybody who has photosensitive epilepsy. Hi gamers, it's your host Stormy, and today we are diving into Chapter 1 of The Bunny Graveyard, an episodic horror adventure about a bunny who seeks to find the horrifying truth behind her existence. This game released Chapter 1 on September 22nd, 2023, on PC at a retail price point of $6.99 for just the first chapter from my understanding. This indie is definitely a hidden gem, and I think it has full potential to completely blow up into mainstream. The story starts off with you as a mouse cursor on a computer, which you get sucked right into, and I think it quickly becomes clear that we are playing a game within a game or something Inception-y, and thus you begin the Bunny Garden game, where you're introduced to the bunny herself, Sky. I think any of us who are into this genre at all should know never to trust a bunny rabbit in a horror game, but she seems to have nothing but good intentions, right? Right? You join the rest of the Handy Pals, which are a bunch of other floating hands living in this world. I gotta say, the story is so well written. I found myself being so drawn into this weird little world. The chapter gives you many different mini games, including rock, paper, scissors, hide and seek, as well as quick time events to help with the gardening chores. All seem well in the world until you follow one of the Handy Pals into a well. This is where things start to get a little more weird and take a very, very dark turn. I don't really want to give you too much information because if you're interested in playing this, I don't want to spoil anything. I would actually encourage you go into this game as blind as possible as far as the story goes. But let's go ahead and talk about the mechanics. You are thrown into a variety of different types of mini-games, combat situations, and puzzles throughout the chapter. I really enjoyed all of these different types of games and puzzles, even though some of them kinda made me want to rage quit here and there. They are just the right amount of challenging. This game won't be a walk in the park, but it's pretty rewarding once you get past each act. Some of these puzzles require you to not only look closely, but also listen closely. This gave me Five Nights at Freddy's 4 flashbacks. I am a person whose hearing kinda sucks, so when games give me challenges that require very quiet audio cues, I struggle very much. But because the game requires you to look and listen closely, the immersion is never broken, and you're left with an overall feeling of anxiety and uncertainty about when you're actually safe. The visuals and sound design are top-notch, with pixel art inspired by Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS graphics, with a ton of atmosphere and very deep, vibrant colors. We also get fully animated cutscenes. Everything is crystal clear, and I'm genuinely so incredibly impressed by the quality of this game. The Bunny Graveyard is constantly throwing new mechanics and challenges at you in an unforgiving world where if you aren't being careful, you absolutely will die. You are also introduced to a variety of characters who all have their own unique and troubling stories. I found myself feeling connected to the characters that we met very briefly and some who can't even talk. That is how good the storytelling is. We have known about this game for about 2 years now at this point, between the couple of demos that were released last year. Like I said before, I am highly impressed with what we have got so far as content. The first chapter of the game took me about 2 hours to complete, and there are going to be 5 total chapters. When the chapter ended, I was dying to play more. Between the shocking graphics, variety of mini-games, and a story that keeps you hooked, the Bunny Graveyard truly has something special to offer. I do hope that the developers give us consistency between the chapters, because I have not been this excited about an indie horror game in quite a while. We don't have the release dates on all of the chapters yet, but I'm hoping that they are timely so that the game does not lose any of its hype. I am really looking forward to what's to come in the future for the Bunny Graveyard. This game is the perfect mixture of cute, eerie, and downright disturbing, so if you need something new for spooky season, I would highly recommend checking this one out. Let me know your thoughts on Chapter 1 in the comments down below. Please consider subscribing if you enjoyed your time here, and always, thank you all so much for the endless support. I will see you all in the next video. Bye!